Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm Michael, and I'm here with Alice, as always. We've got a ton to talk about in today's crypto update, from Bitcoin's price jumping over $65,000 to some wild news involving the FBI creating a fake cryptocurrency. Alice, you ready to dive in?
Absolutely. There's so much going on right now in the crypto world. Let's get into it.
All right, first up, Bitcoin just jumped past $65,400. And it's not just Bitcoin. Chainlink and Dogecoin are also seeing a solid boost, surging up to 5%. What's your take on that, Alice?
Yeah, it's exciting. It looks like we're seeing some bullish momentum across the board. Bitcoin has been bouncing back, and it's bringing the altcoins along with it. It feels like the start of something bigger, especially with Chainlink and Dogecoin showing gains. What's interesting is that this is happening ahead of some big macro events, so traders are definitely feeling optimistic.
Totally. And with Q4 historically being a strong period for crypto, this could be the beginning of a broader rally. But as always, we'll need to see how it plays out. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves just yet.
Okay, shifting gears. This next story is wild. The FBI actually created a fake cryptocurrency to trap cyber criminals. Can you believe that?
I know, right? It sounds like something out of a movie. They launched this fake crypto as part of an undercover operation, and it worked. Criminals trying to launder money or conduct shady deals fell right into the trap. The FBI was able to trace their activity and build cases against them.
It's pretty smart. We've heard of honeypot schemes before, but using a fake cryptocurrency is a new level of creativity. It's a strong reminder for anyone in the crypto space. Watch out. Authorities are stepping up their game, and the risks of illegal activity are getting higher.
Exactly. And it sends a clear message that regulation and enforcement are tightening in the crypto world. So, for all the legit investors out there, stay informed and make sure you're operating above board. Speaking of scams, did you hear about the $46 million crypto romance scam that just got busted in Hong Kong?
Yeah, 27 people arrested. It's crazy. They use deepfake technology to impersonate people and lure victims into sending them crypto. It's one of the most sophisticated scams we've seen yet, and it's another reminder that you can't be too careful when it comes to who you're dealing with online.
Deepfakes are getting scarily realistic, and when you mix that with the anonymity of crypto, it creates a perfect storm for scammers. Honestly, it's becoming harder and harder to trust people you've never met in person, especially when they're asking for money.
For sure, and with so many people new to crypto, these kinds of scams are going to keep evolving. Everyone needs to stay vigilant and double-check who they're interacting with. Always verify before you trust.
All right, next up, let's talk about this trend we're seeing with Bitcoin and Ethereum reserves on exchanges hitting record lows. People are pulling their crypto off exchanges and into private wallets. What's going on here?
It's a big signal. When reserves drop like this, it usually means people are holding on to their crypto instead of selling it. They're moving it to cold storage, which often indicates they're expecting prices to rise. Fewer coins on exchanges means less supply available to sell, which could drive prices up.
Right. It seems like investors are gearing up for a potential bull run, especially with all the positive price action we've been seeing lately. But at the same time, it's a double-edged sword. If there's a sudden surge in demand, we could see prices spike quickly.
Exactly. And it's not just Bitcoin. Ethereum is seeing similar trends. It's definitely something to keep an eye on, especially if you're trading in the short term. Now we've got some big news on the regulatory front. Vice President Kamala Harris is expected to back a new crypto regulatory framework. This could be a game changer, don't you think?
Yeah, it's huge. Her team says the framework will provide more clarity on how the government plans to handle digital assets. That's something the crypto world has been waiting for, especially in the US. With all the uncertainty around regulation, clear guidelines could open the door for more institutional involvement.
Exactly. If the framework is favorable, we could see even more companies and big players get into crypto. But there's always the other side. Too much regulation, and we could see some negative impacts on innovation. It'll be interesting to see where the balance is struck.
Yep, and it's something that could have ripple effects across the market. Definitely a topic to keep an eye on as the details come out. Let's wrap up with a quick note on Web3. CoinMarketCap just released a survey showing growing interest in Web3 tech among both retail and institutional investors. What's your take on that, Alice?
It's not surprising. Web3 is really gaining traction as more people recognize the potential for decentralized apps, NFTs, and the future of the internet. Investors are starting to diversify, not just into traditional cryptocurrencies, but also into Web3 projects.
Yeah, and it feels like we're just scratching the surface with Web3. The shift to a more decentralized web could change everything, from how we interact online to how we handle data and transactions.
Totally. If you're not already looking into Web3 projects, now might be a good time to start. It's one of those trends that could define the next phase of blockchain development.
All right, that's all the time we have for today. Another week, another set of big moves in the crypto world.
Yeah, from Bitcoin surge to deepfake scams and the FBI's undercover crypto, it's clear that the crypto space never slows down. If you want to stay up to date, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell.
And drop a comment below. What do you think about the FBI's fake crypto operation or the Bitcoin exchange exodus? Let's get the conversation going. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Stay informed, stay secure, and as always, stay ahead of the crypto curve.